Hi, it's Daniel with the Lack Factor.
So first time at Animal Kingdom, totally loving it. Let's see what kind of foods we can find.
So, what I learned after my first day at Disney yesterday, Epcot, it would be to make reservations depending on where people are less in the park right now. And checking it out, it seems like there is less at the way back in Africa at the safari ride. So that's what I just put in the Genie Plus. We're going to head back there. Have to stop and look at the Tree of Life on the way. Can you name all of the animals in the tree? It's pretty fantastic. Got a bunch of family with us today. So we got 5 cousins on one side, and then they're going to be leaving a little early. And then another cousin's going to meet up with us. We even got some matching shirts. Do you do matching shirts when you go to Disney? So we are on the safari ride. And like I said, we were able to walk in the front gate and book the safari ride right off the bat, head right back and get right on, no waiting at all. I've heard sometimes later in the day the waits can be between an hour and 2. And remember, as the day goes on, it only gets hotter. So probably better to do it earlier rather than later.
Now these carnivores are known as the Nile crocodile, and they are the largest crocodilian found in Africa. Now on average they can be about as long as a giraffe is tall and weigh up to about 500 in the distance as well. Now the giraffe here on our reserve are known as the Maasai giraffe, which you can tell by that rough and jagged edge along that lacy pattern there across their bodies. Now, kind of like myself, giraffes actually will spend most of their day eating or looking for food, and they have a pretty long baboons, as baboons and mandrills both have that red and blue coloration on their noses.
So important to mention, if you're using the Genie Plus, like I'm choosing to do, just to kind of get more things into the day. That's why I made the choice to do it rather than waiting everywhere. I figured this way here I can get more stuff done. Once you are on a ride or an attraction, you then have the ability to book your next attraction. So I already went ahead just now and booked Mount Everest ride for my next ride. So that when I get off of here, I can head right over there and then hop on and then again book my next ride as the time goes on. You can't book more than one ride at a time.
So they are much larger than the black rhino that we saw back in the forest. But the white rhinos are considered grazers, as they like to graze off the ground to find their food. So they have a wide or a rectangular shaped upper lip, which makes it easier for them to graze off of the ground, or it makes it easier for them to put their face closer to the ground to pick up any of those short grasses and any of those loose and fallen leaves from the ground as well. Over to the left-hand side here, we are entering into Big Cat Country.
I enjoyed the safari ride. I think it's something that is doable for all ages. It's pretty accessible to get up into. It is a bit bouncy, so be prepared to be kind of rocked around. And it does last for almost a half hour.
And a matter of just as a helmet to help protect his neck in case he ever has to defend himself from anything out in the wild.
So back in the park, we can meet up with some characters, and we got some of our cousins here meeting good old Donald. And some of the family is hungry now. We are not as hungry yet, and we have reservations with some other cousins later on at a restaurant in the park. So we're just going to kind of tag along with them and see what they have here. But there is vegan plant-based burgers at this little kind of grab-and-go shop, as well as a chicken sandwich, which can also be made dairy-free. The bun is dairy-free, which is helpful. And nuggets and fries are also dairy-free if you need some food on the go. So where are we going for lunch? Well, my original plan was to go to Sana. And on using the Disney app and looking at places to eat, crazy and wacky enough as I am, I booked a restaurant which I didn't even know until I got here today was off property. at one of the resorts. I don't even know how I did that, but I called in and they were easy enough. It was called Sana. They were nice enough to rebook me to Tusker House, which is here on Animal Kingdom property. We don't have to take a shuttle bus, and they were able to squeeze us in. Pretty excited. So found Tusker House for dinner. Really cool place. They gave me this allergy-friendly guide, which has everything to do with what has milk and what doesn't. Server was wicked nice. Said everything on a buffet is also labeled. Really cool, nice vibe to the place, and the characters come around. Mickey, Donald, Goofy. They come around to the table. They take pictures. So, and it's buffet style. So it's not, table service. So you go up, you help yourself. It's all you eat. Price fix menu. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hungry. So I'm loving the vibe of the restaurant, and I love a good buffet, trust me. It's just so much easier than waiting for food to be cooked, especially when you're really hungry. And it looks like tons and tons of great options here. I'm not that crazy about these signs. I know they said that everything is clearly marked, and so for those of you who have been following along and who know Disney, these little green plants, the greenage on a sign means that it is vegan, which I truly love, and it helps to denote vegan foods, which clearly are dairy-free options. However, as you know, I am not a vegan, and so while it does provide a little help, I would like to see full ingredients on the signs all the time.
Oh my God, this feels real, but they're not really real. You can't take them out of the basket. Wow, that's so strange.
So while some food is decoration, most of it is for eating. Nice marinades here, and again, these ones are showing which ones are vegan, which ones are not. Lots of sides. The buffet was very well kept, very clean. Again, the food is marked, obviously what is what. It was helpful because clearly I know what mac and cheese and mashed potatoes, and those are always options that I can't really have, which doesn't surprise me. This meat here, this beef dish, pretty incredible. Tasted really, really good. I could refer back to the allergen sheet that he gave me, which I'm holding and I'm looking at just to be sure. I kind of made a mental note of the things that I shouldn't be eating as I'm up here kind of rummaging around through the foods. Buffets can always be scary for us. We're looking to avoid certain things sometimes, but again, when things are clearly marked, it's much more helpful to us. So it would be nice, even if it doesn't have all the ingredients on the sign, maybe gluten-free, dairy-free, something like that kind of listed on the sign. That would also be helpful, just a DF or like a V. Absolutely love this. This was just super. And for me, the buffet is not so much about coming back up 7 times and stuffing myself, but it's more so the variety of all the different foods. And like I said, I just love how it's available. You can head right back up and grab whatever you need. What's even better, rather than waiting anywhere for an hour, you get to see the characters right during lunch. How great is that, right?
Thank you.
Who doesn't love that, right? It's just such a fun, whimsical atmosphere. And my cousin is just totally in love with Goofy. And it was so nice because we were actually in line up at the buffet getting some food. And our server came and grabbed us and said, hey, because we already told him that, she really likes Goofy. And he said, Goofy's coming around right now. Head back to your table. And that was just wicked nice to create that moment so that we didn't miss out.
She's been looking for you since yesterday. She finally found you.
So cute.
So just finished the meal, and I'm so sorry I didn't have the camera, but they came out and sang happy birthday. They had a candle with a little vegan cookie here. So nice. It was placed right in here. Sadly, the chocolate mousse that was advertised as dairy-free was not. So pretty nice. It was in the allergen guide, but online it says it was. Love this card. Happy birthday. Pretty cool. Had a great meal. Love the food. Love the theme of the place, and I love buffet, especially when I'm really hungry.
The Pandora went down 15 minutes.
Did it?
An hour and 20 minutes.
Baby, that's more than the lion sleeping tight. What kind of singing along do you call that?
There is tons of live shows throughout the day. That was the Lion King, and it was just an amazing, amazing show. Just a couple of clips there. We are on our way and entering right now into a Pandora, and gonna take the Avatar Flight of Passage. So excited about this ride. I've heard so many good things about it, and I can't wait to go on. I don't even care if I have to wait 90 minutes.
The park really changes at nighttime. Very interesting. So I just finished my whole day at Animal Kingdom, and of course, birthday trip, right? What's a better birthday present? Gotta say, to sum up the whole park, Animal Kingdom, right now, it's probably my favorite Disney park to go to. Nothing against Magic Kingdom and Epcot. However, this entire park, the animals, the tranquility, I love how all the trees provide enough shade. It's nice and walkable. The food is very good. Many, many cultures of food that come along. The staff was incredibly nice. The lines were not too long. I will say I waited all day today to get on Flight of Passage. So I had the Genie Plus, and with Genie Plus, still doesn't come with the Flight of Passage. You can buy it for an additional price. But even in the morning, to buy it for an additional price, you couldn't get on until 7:30. So we said, well, we'll just wait until 6:30, 7 o'clock to ride. So we did that, and we got on in about 70 minutes. Had the most incredible ride. For all of you who've been on the Avatar Flight of Passage, yeah, I've read all about it. It still is incredible to do in person. You can watch every video. You got to do it. To smell it, to feel it, it was just unbelievable. To see the Tree of Life is just incredible. To walk the whole park is just phenomenal. Loved the safari. Loved the, I think it was the Lion King show. Saw that. Did almost everything. Wasn't able to do like the dinosaur show. Missed a few other things, but loved Mount Everest. I'm a roller coaster junkie, so that ride was incredible. However, Rite of Passage is still on my mind because I just got off. You know, it's not a roller coaster, but it's a ride that I think should make anybody happy, and everybody can ride it. So much fun. Had an amazing time. I'll be back here again very soon. Again, just loved Animal Kingdom.
Do you get sad leaving Disney like I do? Nah. So left the park, completely exhausted, walked around all day. Beautiful day, sunshine was incredible, loved Animal Kingdom, but we ended up eating outside the park at this place called Landry's, and just asked about some appetizers. Almost everything, unfortunately, cannot have, but I do have a salad coming, so I'm gonna enjoy a salad. I probably needed after walking as much as I did today. And I have this incredible strawberry basil lemonade. Salad is here. And crazy enough, my sister told him to take back her ranch dressing because
I want Italian because I feel inclined to not have dairy either. Feel motivated to be on the non-dairy train as well. So
gotta love that, huh? All right, I am starving. Check out this food. This is a fried seafood platter, and they made sure no dairy in the batter. Can you imagine? I got fish, I have
fried clams, fried shrimp, and I don't know if there's scallops. I think onion rings, no scallops. And fried fish, and of course my french fries. Look at that, nice and crunchy, but of course nice and succulent inside. Cooked perfectly. Delicious. So my shrimp disappeared because it was so good, and everybody else stole a piece. I just, before everything else is gone, had to show this fish. So flaky and nice. The crust is not that heavy kind of breading that a lot of fried fish has. It's actually really, really light. And maybe that's because they use a different batter that doesn't have butter or non-fat milk powder in it. But it's pretty amazing. My sister is truly loving her salmon on the plate. I'm not sure if they did that with butter or not because she didn't ask. The green beans look like butter-free. Maybe they just did the whole table butter-free. And then of course that fish dish is coming out amazing too. Absolutely.
Next morning, need some breakfast on the way home. Let's stop at First Watch.
So we're here at First Watch in Orlando, and to start my day off, I got a morning meditation juice, which consists of turmeric, ginger, and the beets. Anti-inflammatory, right? Immune system boosting, everything you need for another Florida day. Let's taste it. Oh, it's good. It's sweet. The agave nectar cuts the bitterness a little bit.
Honestly, can't go wrong with some sausage and a little bit of eggs.
These aren't your typical home fries. Have a nice little kick. Added a little pepper in there. It's nice to have a good home fry. These are the real potatoes. Appreciate that.
All right, so my sister's gonna try the $1 million bacon.
Is it
I
worth
had
$1
it
million?
once before, and I was quite enthused,
I want the
but she
crunch
hasn't
inside.
tried it yet.
Oh, it's really sweet. Doesn't even taste like bacon. It's like candy. Oh, the cayenne. It's a kick. Sweet. It's good. Not my favorite, but it's good.
Here I am landing back home in Boston. Thank you so much again for coming along for the adventure of Disney Animal Kingdom. I really hope that through my videos you're able to see a little bit about dairy-free food options at the park, as well as some of my review and fun times that I had. I also aim to educate a little bit when it comes to doing some fun things, and I really hope that you share some of your tips and tricks with me as well when it comes to traveling, especially for dairy-free food options. I really appreciate you watching. Please don't forget to leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you. See you on the next one.